Hello class, today we're going to learn about the periodic table. The periodic table is a table of chemical elements that are arranged by the order of atomic numbers in a way that the periodic properties of the elements are made clear. The standard form of the table includes periods or rows, which are shown horizontally on the table, and groups that are shown vertically. The periodic table was first created by a scientist named Dmitry Mendeleev in 1869. There are 4 standard states for the elements in the periodic table, which are gas, liquid, solid, and synthetic. In each square of an element, you can find the following: atomic number, atomic symbol, element name, and atomic mass. Using the information from the square of each element, you can find the proton and electron of the atom of the element that is the same as the atomic number. And from subtracting the atomic number from the atomic mass, you can find the proton of the atom. And with all that information, you can create a Bohr model for the atom. To create the Bohr model, inside the nucleus is the proton and neutron of the atom. And on the energy level, you can find the electrons. Using the periodic table, you can classify the elements in many ways. One useful way is by metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Most of the elements on the periodic table are classified as metals. These metals have properties that you normally associate with the metals you encounter in everyday life. They are solid, they are shiny, good conductors of electricity and heat, they're ductile, which means they can be drawn into thin wire, and they are malleable, which means they can be easily hammered into very thin sheets. However, nonmetals have properties opposite those of the metals. The nonmetals are brittle, not malleable or ductile, and are poor conductors of both heat and electricity. And lastly, the metalloids. The metalloids have properties that are somewhat of a cross between the metals and the nonmetals. To sum it up, scientists who work with elements and atoms use a periodic table that summarizes much of the information that is known about elements and atoms. Also, scientists, students, and others that are familiar with the periodic table can extract information concerning individual elements. The periodic table contains an enormous amount of important information. People familiar with how the table is put together can quickly determine a significant amount of information about an element, even if they have never heard of it. This is just the beginning information about the periodic table. There is much more facts and information to learn about the periodic table that will be hopefully discussed later. Till then, the